I like my children to learn from my experience. That's the one side of the DJ deck, and from their own experience. And they're going to mix the tracks. They're going to mix it.
I think they should learn a little bit from us, and they should also check it out themselves.
I'd like my children to be inquisitive and ask questions, but on certain issues I'd like them to trust me and not make the same mistakes that I did.
I'd like them to know what I think, but I think that they should explore some of these things for themselves and learn them, because that's the best way to do it.
If I'm going to tell my kids, don't stab yourself in the leg with a knife, it hurts, I don't want them to try it out.
Children have to make their own mistakes in life in order to learn by them. All you can be there to do as a parent is to say, I told you so.
Children are probably better directed than like informed. That's just to let them find themselves. That's the best way to learn. Kind of point them in the right direction.
Some of the things that I've done, I definitely would not want my kids to do. So I would like them to learn some things by themselves, but I definitely make sure they're only doing some and not other things.
Okay, so the religion tells us our Father in heaven wants us to be independent, to check it out. How do we know it's true? How do we know that this is the truth? So tell me, every one of us has had an argument. Someone had an argument today, maybe it was last week, maybe the week before, but you remember, if you can remember back when you had an argument. Think back, remember, you're arguing with this guy. Couldn't you swear, when you're having an argument, couldn't you swear that if the other guy would only keep quiet for a little while and listen carefully to what you had to say and think about it for a moment, he'd of course agree with you. Otherwise, what are you arguing about? If you're arguing, you're trying to convince someone. That means you believe if he listens and he checks it out, he'll agree with you. This is universal. Everybody's trying to convince the other guy because they think if they listen, of course, they'll agree because they're telling them the truth. So this is something the angel taught all of us. We can check it out and know the truth. It's inborn. So what's the B of Judaism? So the second thing you got to understand about Judaism is, what are we living for? I mean, that's something you should be able to check out. What are the Almighty creators? What are we supposed to do? We got 70 years in this world, and you got 15 to grow up, 13 to grow up, 20 to grow up. Certainly you should grow up by the time you're 35. Okay, now, what are you living for? What's life really about? The real stuff. Bottom line, what do you want to accomplish? Isn't that the essence? Now that you can check it out, shouldn't you check this out? What are you living for?